Spellbinder jumping up behind him. Nation of Domination.
All right, Christopher and Lawler in the ring right now so we can show everybody why we are the real champions.
There they go, heading to the ring, JC Ice and Wolfie D.
Where's Brian Christopher and Jerry Lawler? Where are they?
Wait, he's back in there getting recuperated. You know what happened to him.
Where is he? What happened?
He put a tire tool around his throat.
He did
and
what?
He hung right out here.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
His heart. You saying he needs a little time to recover? Is that? Look, this ain't basketball, man. You ain't get time to sit on the bench if you get tired. This is professional wrestling, man. I think he's just scared. I think he's scared. He knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, he's not scared. All he's looking for somebody to get at. Just let him recuperate a little bit.
Our new king, King Reginald, would be here if he had a match.
Yeah,
Where's
sure.
Jerry the King Lawler? He's in the back scared. Where's Brian Christopher? He says he's injured. He can't come out here.
Hey, you know what? I know two other people that are scared. You know who that is?
Are you talking about that match we got coming up today?
I'm talking about today, just a few short hours away. Explosive, falls count anywhere. Billy Travis and Flash Flanagan.
You're right.
That means we could take you out on Hollywood Boulevard there and pin you right in the middle of the road, 1, 2, 3, and then jump off, and a big 18-wheeler, boom, is going to run them right over.
You know what I think, man? I think I'm going to help Flash Flanagan out, man. That nappy, greasy hair you got, man, I'm going to take you by your head, and I'm going to run you across the street to the Hardys, and I'm going to take you inside Hardys, and I'm going to stick your head in the toilet, and I'm going to keep flushing, boy, until I think that your hair is nice and clean, because it's an explosive match. If you want to get explosive, I was born on the 4th of July. I can explode with the best of them, man.
And I'm just here to tell you, we sat back there, and we watched those guys have a match.
You call yourself a team?
Welcome back to USWA Championship Wrestling fans. We are set to go with your main event of the day, a super main event scheduled for the expiration of our time. Introducing first, making their way to the ring area, here are the USWA World Tag Team Champions, JC Ice, Wolfie D, PG-13.
Hit your knees and start praying.
Nation of Domination. Well, they're so anxious to get out here. Here they are. Wolfie D, JC Ice.
On the mat.
Well, we'll see now if Brian Griffin's going to make it.
Tell you something, Dutchman. I ever see you put your hand on my jacket again, I'll smack you right in the mouth. He's harder than a rock, and he can't be stopped.
He's sort of sensitive about that jacket, isn't he? He's sort of touchy about that jacket.
Yeah, he's a little sensitive about it. Tony.
Their opponents soon to be making their way to the ring area at a combined weight of 472 pounds. Here is the team of the King, Jerry Lawler, and too sexy, Brian Christopher. One fall to the expiration of our time, down to Lance Russell and Dirty Dutch Mantell.
What a main event.
Brian Christopher has re-emerged, contrary to what the Nation of Domination had to say about him. They were all ready to go just a few moments ago. Let's see if they're ready to go now.
Oh, yeah, these guys are always ready for everything. We'll find out.
You know, I much like what JC Ass Baby told me. He's going to slap my thing.
Yeah. Keep your hand off his jacket there, Dutch. That's what he said.
Well, he shouldn't have laid it down. This is my workspace. This is my area. He should take care of his own stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bell time, and the King starts out against Wolfie D. This should be a heck of a match right here.
Well, Lawler's making the best move right now. Brian Christopher, of course, scheduled in this match. We didn't know whether he was going to appear or not. He has made it out here, and Lawler's doing the right thing. He's taking the start of the match, giving Brian Christopher just a little more time to recover from that attack by Elijah. Spellbinder. What is his name?
Yeah. Well, he says Elijah with this Nation of Domination. We know him as a Spellbinder.
Whoa!
Big backdrop, and the King.
Wolfie D sending Jerry Lawler in for the ride. The crowd, a little bit of an interactive crowd today, urging on Lawler and giving JC Ice Baby and Wolfie D sort of a hard time. But they should. Wolfie D and Jamie Ice Baby, they got a smart mouth. But, you know, when you talk about smart mouth, you know, Lawler's got a pretty sharp mouth, too, at times. And so does Brian Christopher. So we got a bunch of smart mouths in the ring, all going at each other. It's going to be real interesting.
Now we got one sore mouth as Wolfie D caught him right in the chop. Look at that. referee was distracted by Brian Christopher, so there's no disqualification.
Now, Jamie Icebaby pleading his case to the referee. The referee, of course, now asking the crowd all saying no. Brian Christopher saying no. So I don't think Jamie Icebaby has proven his case.
He didn't
I think his accusation may have been impeached before he could even make the charge.
JC. Bang!
A little bit of extracurricular activity by Jamie Icebaby and ended it with the Nation of Domination salute, and Lawler retaliated with a big right hand.
He kind of gave him the king salute.
He did a lot of work to get nailed.
Referee didn't see it, Wolfie. I guess it just didn't happen. That's all I can say. Boy, he's walking around holding that neck. That pile driver really hurt him.
Now let's see what kind of shape Brian Christopher is right now. On the second rope. He doesn't look like the attack by Elijah did that much damage. I'm sure he was stunned right afterwards. But he looks okay right now.
I'll tell you, too sexy. Sometimes, I think, we'll let that impatience of his get away. Whoa, look at JC. I mean, had him with that headlock, and Brian Christopher took him straight over and down. Beautiful move by Christopher, and so quick while JC Ice was running around. Lawler and Christopher teaming together as JC makes it over to the corner, tags Wolfie D, who is still struggling from that pile driver that Lawler slipped in on him while the referee was being distracted by Brian Christopher.
Let me say something right now. A little bit earlier in the show, we had Mike Sample complaining to the commissioner about Bobby Bowden. I'm going to say one thing in Mike Sample's defense. I think he is right that he does have a case. Sometimes, you know, I said I'd call it right down the middle. I'm calling it right down the middle. I think, actually, that Mike Samples may have a case in what he's saying. I think maybe the commissioner may have to do something about that.
Dutch, what is this? Well, here you saw Samples interfere with something. Jumped in there right in the middle of a commercial session. He was jealous because he didn't have it. That's all there was to it. And look at Wolfie D. Back on Brian Christopher. And a whip.
Big shoulder block by Wolfie D. Off again. Leapfrog. Brian Christopher. Oh, sent for the ride. He's down. And Brian Christopher looks like he's in pretty good shape right now.
Kid is a fine athlete, I'll tell you.
The fans calling for the super kick.
That's what they love to see Brian. And there goes Wolfie D. His head snapped into that turnbuckle. And Brian Christopher says, is that what you want? The super kick?
People are calling for it. And if he can get it in, it'll be coming. Rest assured of that.
It's a time limit match, so it's one or more falls to the winner. Jerry Lawler says, oh, we've got to take a break, as I understood it, coming up here in just a moment.
I think Brian Christopher made a mistake. He called for that kick with the fans. That alerted Wolfie D that he may be throwing it. And when he sent him in forward, you know, he sort of telegraphed it. Wolfie D, of course, had the presence of mind to grab that top rope. And then now we see Brian Christopher on the receiving end of some punishment now.
Good point, Bill.
Well, thank you. I make good points every now and then.
Well, I know you know your stuff. I just wonder what you say.
Sometimes I do have some coherent thoughts.
Whoa, Brian Christopher using that momentum, springing off the rope.
Now the tag back to Lawler.
Clothesline.
Tag back to Lawler. Wait a minute. Wolfie D rearranging something in his drawers.
Dutch, we're going to have to take a break right here. I hate to do it. We'll keep the cameras rolling and the tape machine ready as we will be back in just one moment.
Stay tuned, fans.
Okay, we're back with you, and the match goes on as Wolfie D He's got something sure as we're sitting right here in his hand, Dutch.
Well, during the break, the fans were yelling, telling Lawler and Christopher to watch out. He had something in his hand. Now it looks like they're doing something in the corner. There's something being swapped back and forth here.
Yep. Lawler with Wolfie D slams his head into Brian Christopher's foot. And Too Sexy out, being driven to the corner, and from behind, J.C. Ice nailing him. He reached in his pocket, and he had something in his fist when he slammed him right in the back of the neck, too.
Sure, he had something. They put Brian Christopher, they've stunned him right now. They've slowed his momentum down. Now Wolfie D going to a chokehold and some right hands for good measure while he's got him laying into that second rope. Now taunting Lawler, telling Lawler to get in the ring. That's diverting the referee's attention. A little double teaming going on between these two men now.
Come on, ref. Keep your eye over here for crying out loud.
Well, in
2-on-1.
Well, Mr. Russell, in defense of the referee, he only got one set of eyes. He can only look in one direction at one time. There are times he's going to be distracted, as he was just a few moments ago.
Whoa, double team on Christopher. 1, 2, almost. We just about had a win for the Nation of Domination. J.C. Ice, Wolfie D. As he had Christopher down, I thought he had the 3 count, but Brian kicked his way out right at the last moment.
Well, and now in defense of the Nation of Domination, that was actually a good move they did then when they double-teamed Brian Christopher, when they hit the ropes and off, rammed his head on that. Good move.
Oh, these guys can work together great. They're as good a tag team as you'll see around. Their attitude has always been a problem. Say again?
Well, the attitude, to be a professional wrestler, you have to have an attitude. I mean, to step in that ring, you got to be cocky. You got to think you're the king of the walk, or else you're going to lose. You got to have, like I've talked about all my career, you got to have the mindset to think you can go in there and win. And sometimes some guys think they can go in there and win at any cost. And that's what happens a lot of times, especially with the Nation of Domination. Good elbow.
You're right about that. They go in there with that kind of a mindset, and they'll do anything. 1, 2 again. A 2 count on Brian Christopher, and that's the second time J.C. Ice almost had him. J.C. overslams Lawler. He couldn't resist coming in the ring, and all it did was distract the referee.
Well, he's got to put, by the rules and regulations of the USWA, he has to put Lawler out of the ring. Wait a minute. Whoa. Good move by Brian Christopher, a double DDT. Both men down now. He needs to make a tag. He needs to get to Lawler, make the tag. Is that it? He made it. Lawler has made the tag. Here comes a strap down. A shot. A left. Another left. Heads going together.
Lawler snapped the strap, and look at him go. Tells Brian, you take him, I'll take Wolfie.
Brian Christopher now sitting in. Wolf. There's the kick. There's the kick everybody's been waiting for. Wait a minute, we got a visitor.
Hey.
Elijah back in the ring. Making an attack. Brian Christopher. Bell is ringing. Nobody is stopping. Lawler down. Here comes Billy Travis. Here comes Flash Flanagan. The ring is filling up.
Now the advantage goes the other way. Here comes Reggie B, Team Reginald, and he evens things up. You've got Flanagan and Travis and Christopher and Lawler.
Now the crib won't hold them. They're out on the floor now. Here's Bobby Bolton. He's in the ring. Here comes Mike Samples. We got everybody coming out to the ring now. Here's Samples and Bolton. They want each other bad. Here they had our table right here. I'm getting out of the way.
Come on, put that fire through down. Elijah.
We got things flying around. Watch out, Lance. Things are flying. People are moving.
Hubcaps flying.
I'm getting out of the way.
Tire tools.
I'm moving out of the way.
It's a total brawl as our time is running out.
Well, we've had a bell, Lance. They're not stopping.
Well,
we're going to hit it again.
We're going to stop for just a moment. We'll be back and try to bring this one together here if we can and have time. Be back on it. Will you get some? Come on. telling you. You're something with that tire tool on it. Why don't you get out of here? You've been out.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're trying to kill somebody.
Yeah, Brian Christopher. You must feel like a man on death row, buddy boy. Count the minutes, count the seconds, because that's a big one. And one.
Brian Christopher races out, has that street sign. Here comes the nation.
Here they come again.
And it's broken out all over again. With 3-on-1, here comes the king, Jerry Lawler. He nails Wolfie D and J.C. Ice. Our time running out. Here
Watch
comes
out.
King Reginald.
Stay all the way. Let's get back here in the corner. I'm not involved in this.
We got to get out of here right now. We'll see you. For Dutch Mantel, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.